Leo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. The astrology is challenging, and we're going to get into it. Let's just start flipping some cards, okay? Leo, there's always an extended reading. For those of you who have watched before, you know this. Please check to see if you're still subscribed to my channel, because YouTube has been doing a sweep, and I think a lot of people have been getting unsubscribed. So they do this because there's a lot of fake people and bots that subscribe, and they have to like, you could see in the comments, I get at least one if not two a week as soon as the videos go up, that are just like advertisements for, you know, OFs or you know, some sort of, you know, explicit content. So they got to do it, but sometimes other people get unsubscribed too. So just make sure that you're subscribed. Ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Leo content comes out every single Friday at 8:30 a.m. That's Pacific time. And I also have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation that I hope you guys will join me for, because that's where I go live every single day. And we do a live general chit chat and tarot card reading. So, yeah, come and join me. I'll attach the link above. Anyway, the extended reading down below. Please grab it. Please go get it. You can also join the Unbound membership and get unlimited access to all the extended readings. The astrology is challenging because there's this beautiful trine between Leo, the North Node, and Uranus, which brings about a really harmonious sense of the unique things about yourself that you are in touch with and happy about. You know, even harmony with things that are a bit curious, and change in general. Liking where this is going. But toward the end of this week, over the weekend, something happens. It's going to be an irritant for a while. And the energy of Virgo is the only thing that's going to really save you. And that is an opposition to Neptune, and it caused so much crap for poor little Mercury. Took it forever to drop it off, and now it's the sun, and I hope Venus is gonna, let's see, we'll just pray. But for you guys, what it means is you could be extra sensitive and susceptible to people who are conning you, because it makes you really vulnerable. Now, if you take that Virgo energy, and this is hard for you guys because Leos tend to be social, though not all of you are, depends on where your moon is. But to one degree or another, you guys also have some sense of being social, wanting to be seen as a part of you. And that could be grabbed and made to be worked against you, or anything in public, right? Susceptible to trash talk and stuff like that. This energy is best harnessed by going Virgo style, which is going hermit, and not wanting people to see you, and working on something creative, which is also an exceptional aspect of you. Whatever that vein of creativity is, even if it's scientific, there's creativity there too. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you put all that Neptunian energy and you channel it into a creative project that you don't have to share or show anybody yet. You're just working. And Virgo's all about work. Pedantic, slow, steady, one step at a time. Don't rush things, because Mercury is going to head into retrograde. We're already feeling the shadow period effect. So ultimately, guys, this is definitely a time for you to go into creative hermit mode. And, you know, keep your real friends close. It's not a great time to be extremely social or extremely reactionary, because people can try to bait you, and you will be extra susceptible to these baits, because they'll try to take advantage of your sensitivity. That's just going to be extra sensitive, like heightened sensitivity, vulnerability, and like dreaminess. So especially with Leo, watch the ego, because somebody could appeal to your egotistical side and really be selling you shit. So this is something that you want to watch out for the next couple of weeks, okay? But especially in this first week when the aspect just begins, okay? Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. This is love. It's pure love. It's gentle love. It's innocent love. It's also Virgo energy, so it's nurturing. It's healthy. There is something growing. And then we have be generous of spirit, which is you. Interesting, it goes Virgo, Leo instead of Leo, Virgo. So there is a little bit of a retrograde. What it's saying to me is this week, find yourself. This week, learn yourself. This week, make it a priority to nurture yourself and heal yourself. Whatever that fucking means, okay? Definitely get the sleep that you need. Take yourself to a doctor if something's been going on. You got a toothache, get your ass to a dentist. You got a headache, get your ass to a doctor. Whatever you need to do, or if you just haven't been feeling good, maybe you need to eat different foods. You know, like this is a time to really get deep down into loving yourself, but loving yourself in the physical world through doing physical things. So either by taking action and doing actual physical work, or through resources like food and stuff like that, like stuff that you could use to help yourself. You know, I don't know, warm packs on your head or whatever you need to calm down and relax. It's saying this is the week. I'm not saying change your whole life, but in this week, in this energy, going slow and nurturing yourself is exactly what you want to make first cards out as the foundation of everything that you do this week. For some of you, it could mean a new love aspect, a new romance. The romance specific reading is always in the extended, which is why you should always watch it. But, you know, people do what they do, and I appreciate what you give. So we have take time out. No, you were overburdened, overbearing, and maybe hyper reactive not too long ago, or run up against a bully. You know, that sense of, well, this is the thing. You guys were, what was it? Sun had a lot to do with Saturn, right? You went through a really hectic period. So this is like, I don't know, being undermined by authority, or not relaxing, taking on too much responsibility, or not believing that anybody had your back. Almost kind of like this mentality of, if I don't take care of myself, if I don't take care of it, nobody's going to take care of it. Now, maybe that was true in your life. Maybe it wasn't just a mentality. But it seems like you need to heal from that, or whatever strain and stress that caused. Then we have give with gratitude and grace, which means what? Put your whole self in. Also, this could be give without any need for notoriety. This could have been your ego kind of compromised in some way. But ultimately, give with gratitude and grace is saying, oh, I just heard this. This could be a timestamp by Thanksgiving. You need to put your whole self into healing you. I know you have all these responsibilities. It's best if you drop them and reassign priority statuses to them, because you can't do everything at once, and trying isn't going to get you anywhere. I know you've taken on a lot, but this is the time that you really have to, Virgo style, prioritize. It's about working smart, not about working hard. And you got to take some of these burdens off. And you're supposed to be putting your whole self into whatever this is. Is it a romance? Then you're putting your whole self in. And it could even be a little too self-sacrificial, like you're giving too much. But you're never going to give too much to your healing. So if you're putting energy into healing, you should put your whole self into that. This could also be kindness. Are you guys involved in any kind of philanthropic activities? Leave the comments below. I would love to know. I would love to know however this is impacting you. Definitely leave comments. Give with gratitude and grace. This could be doing something philanthropic because it's healing you. It's making you feel good. Or it's saying, you know what? To give back would make you feel really good. Clear out the clutter. This is exactly what I've been saying about prioritize, because there is stuff that you're doing or taking care of, or you've taken on as a burden, that you need to get rid of. This is Cancerian energy. It could have something to do with family, It's almost like open your heart, because it could be shit with family, like just get rid of the past, forget about the past. What you have is what's in front of you, not what's behind you, and give it your all. Trust in something. It's hard though, because, well, toward the beginning of the week it's fine, but that Neptune aspect is very deceiving. You could have been giving a whole shit ton and taking a lot of burdens onto giving and providing for other people. And now what it's saying is you've got to get rid of some of those responsibilities. And those are going to be difficult for you, because you've really maybe identified them as what makes you valuable. And honestly, Leo, that's not what makes you valuable. You need room for creativity. So however much you've been giving, take it back. That's interesting that they don't want to talk. Leo. Caution. We all know what that is. It's blunt. You don't need any more than that. Something is, you've had warning signs. What have your warning signs been? You've had warning signs. And I think that they have something to do with your health. Leave the comments below, I'd like to know. Because this is all implied that you're starting to creak. Your knees are starting to crackle. You're starting to get more headaches. Maybe you're starting to get more just agita, indigestion. That's a lot of stress. You've gotten some physical signs. And now it's time to like heal up. Because all the stress that you've been doing by giving to others is having a negative physical impact on you. This could also say that something with your family is happening. I don't know. Adjustments are required. You could have lost the support of a recent family member, or you could have lost a family member recently, and that's why you took on all these extra burdens. You took on all these extra, because you care about your family. You like to nurture your family. It's almost like you took over the responsibilities for them if you lost them. And if you lost them, this could have been a mother figure or an authority figure in your family. Watch out. For some of you, this could be something that you have to warn the authority figure about. You put too much in. You're overcompensating. Watch out before it breaks you. But now you still have time. This is a go slow, which means Mercury retrograde is going to be a blessing for you. Virgo season itself is going to be a blessing for you. The more boring it is, the better, because you need to stop going so fast and taking on so much. Adjustments are required to your new schedule, to your pace. That's why this is the only card that came out. Because this has to do with speed. You need to slow your ass down, Leo. Or understand that shit's going to slow down without you. So you better incorporate it, or else there's going to be constant frustration and constant stress, and that's going to make you more susceptible and vulnerable to this aspect to Neptune, because people are going to be able to sell you tonic water. Oh, I can fix it up. I can fix it up. Here, I can get you out of this. Really? Only patience. Patience and slow and steady, committed, day by day, committed work can get you through this. That's the only way. Moving on. Slowly but surely, you might have been moving on to begin with. Suffering in silence. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, everything comes out. That's weird. That's how I know Spirit knows exactly where the cards are that need to come out. Exactly. Suffering in silence. Choose wisely. Choose wisely is in direct connection to suffering in silence. You know why? Because it's the choices that you make and what you decide to take on that is going to determine how much you have to suffer, or if you're getting over suffering. There's also a sense of the choice itself being what is really plaguing you. So what is that about? Moving on. Hope. Sorry. Hope and authority. There's aspirations here. There's aspirations inside of you to take on a position of more authority. Choose really wisely and think about how you go about this, and if you're really deserving of it, like if you're really good at what you say you're good at, and only do it with what you say you're good at. I want to get into what is this suffering in silence? What the hell does this mean? Heartbreak. There's some sort of heartbreak, disappointment that maybe you haven't even acknowledged. You've been holding on to it. You've been stuck in it. You know maybe somebody wants to leave you, or that you want to leave somebody, or you want to get out of a situation, but it's almost like too many people are watching. I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to disappoint me. I don't want to make myself look like a fool. All of those very prideful thoughts that are just going to lead you to what? Suffer in silence. And that to be your future. Now, this doesn't have to be with romance. No, this isn't a romance reading. I told you, we'll get to romance specific in the extended, but this could be anything. A career choice. I mean, there is definitely something to do with high aspirations that either you know you have to leave somebody behind, you know you're going to have to leave somebody behind, you know you're planning to leave somebody behind, but at the same time you also know this could lead, like your choices to do that could lead to even more suffering. So now somebody could be a job, right? Somebody could be a something, right? It doesn't have to be actually a relationship. But it's saying take your time and watch. Because somebody, maybe this is your paranoia, somebody could be laying you out as the sacrifice and setting you up to fail. And on some level, you know that. So I want to clarify, is that true? Justice would be a yes. And High Priestess. Wow, they're both about balance. They both sit behind. It's saying be on guard, because there's some sort of decision, maybe even a legal decision that's going to be made for a new start and a new beginning that is not without its sacrifices. And you will have to pay the piper. I don't know what this is, but that's the message that's coming out. I don't like these kind of messages. Everything's upright, which means it's not wrong. But it's going to be difficult. Justice and the High Priestess are really beautiful energy. Balancing yourself out, a sense of spirituality, trusting your instincts, being instinctual, seeing farther, seeing with your third eye. Justice is a partnership. It could be that you are trying to defend your partnership. I feel like on some level you already know something's going on. For some of you, on some level, you already know your partnership is in trouble. And that's why you're a little extra sensitive to it. And because you want it to start over. You want to reignite the fire. But this is almost like in some ways, somebody wants something brand new. But intuitively, you know that the two of you aren't in sync. Be feeling abandoned, feeling all alone, feeling stuck and heartbroken. Damn, Leo. What's this about? Leave the comments below. You guys will tell me. Let me see the moon card. I want to know. What is this all about? You know what? This is something you've put a lot of hard work and energy into. But intuitively, you know, the best way is to move on and abandon this and start something fresh. It's almost like you can feel the relief when I say that. But part of you is hesitant. You don't want to accept it. But you got 2 new moons, as I said that. Work through your fears. You and your loved ones are safe. Scorpionic energy. Healing family ties, healing family bonds, not afraid of what your family may think or not afraid for your family. There's something new. You and your loved ones are safe. So that tells me maybe it's not about family, but work through your fears when it comes to moving on from this. And your family at some point could actually be why you want to move on from this. Let's go to the extended. I'll talk to you guys there.